Right, who has been keeping up to speed with what's been going on in America with like chemical fires, forest fires? It's absolutely nuts. And before lots of you just say, yeah, but it doesn't really happen here in the UK, well, guess what? Doing a bit of digging around, it didn't take long to come to the conclusion that yes, we've had incidences all over the UK, and there's just a few that I'm going to read out to you now, but there are indeed many more. Without having this video run too long, we're going to go through just a few of them. Cast your mind back to 1974, a place called Flixborough. Who knew about what happened there? Well, as you can see on the screen now, that was no small incident. 28 people died, some reports saying 55 people died, and we're not even talking about the long-term health risks emanating from that accident. We move forward to 2014 in Leeds, the chemical fire there. Moving on to 2016 in Stafford, massive big toxic smoke just went everywhere in that area. And who remembers 2018 in Salisbury, the Novichok incident? Moving forward to 2021 in Leamington Spa. That was insane. Do you remember that one? Moving forward to 2022, Middlewich. That, unbelievable what happened there. And guess what? Even yesterday, yes, on the day of recording this, yesterday in Byfleet. Now check out the pictures of what happened in Byfleet. This is just yesterday. And to top all of that, like I said, I didn't want to go too deep into all of these different incidences happened all over the UK over the years. There are currently 9 active nuclear reactors here in the United Kingdom. And who knows what could happen to those in the near and distant future. You can literally take your pick. Terrorist attacks, accidents, incidents, etc. All of these people located very close to these areas, do they have any protection? Do they think someone's coming to help them? Let that sink in. And obviously, if you want to really stretch it out, you've also got other places around the world. North Korea, Ukraine and Iran. All of these areas have been threatening all sorts of stuff regards nuclear, dirty bombs, terrorist attacks, etc. The list just goes on and on and on. So a brief rundown of specs with this respirator. The weight of it is 560 grams. And the good thing about this, it comes in one size. You don't have to worry about getting the right size that's going to fit you. It is literally one size fits all. So when you're looking at the binocular field of vision, 80% due to the huge scope and range that you can see through one big lens, makes looking around so much easier rather than those 2 little holes in some of the military respirators. The good thing about this as well also, it comes with a basic standard 40mm thread, which makes fitting filters onto this an absolute myriad of choices. There are so many different filters that you can get which will fit this respirator for all sorts of reasons, threats, events, etc. Cool things about this is the integrated drinking system. Now we're going to go through this in a bit more detail in a sec, but this is awesome and it's absolutely easy to use. Bearing in mind, if you are going to be using this for real and you're using full protection, you will be using rubber gloves, and to make it a lot easier handling water, etc., they've really thought about everything with this respirator. Another thing which not many gas masks or respirators have is a built-in speech diaphragm, which makes it a lot easier to communicate. So it's not going to be muffled down and quietened like lots of other respirators out there. Going back to what I said earlier, it's got a 6-point head harness. So yes, one size fits all, and you can adjust it to really seal perfectly onto your head and face. Rubber is bromobutyl rubber. Now this has come out top in its class in resistance to toxic and industrial chemicals and indeed chemical warfare agent penetration. And as you can see on the screen, you've got 2 options of what side you want to put your filter on. Okay, so mainly you're looking at military or people handling weapons. Whether you're left or right-handed, you can absolutely switch over to whatever side is more comfortable if you are using a weapon. Yes, before you ask, I know I have facial hair. Now, if you really need to get the best out of your respirator, you need to ensure that your facial hair is completely removed and as smooth as possible. Going back to the days in the military when I was using gas masks, respirators, etc., everyone shaved, okay? But in this day and age, it's definitely something to consider, okay? So if you have got notice of any special threats, the first thing you really need to do is to shave that beard off before anything else. So here is our lovely, wonderful respirator. Like I said, one size fits all. Now, personally, my advice would be, before you put it on, is you loosen all of the straps to make it as big as possible. Once you've got it on, then you can start to adjust it. You need to make sure that this piece here actually sits underneath the chin. You really need to make sure that it seals all the way around your face. And once you've done that, like I said, it needs to be snugly fitted, okay? The tighter the better without causing any discomfort. Like I said, make sure all of these straps are undone as far as they can possibly go. Your chin needs to go into this area first, like you put it on that way. Do not put it on this way, okay? So you put your chin in, put it over, and it is absolutely fitted to your face. Then you can start going around and start pulling tight all of these straps. You need to make sure that it absolutely fits to your face. You need to make sure that, honestly, every single thing is sealed all the way around. Ideally, I would have done this when I'm completely shaved, but this is just for demonstration purposes, okay? Then you have your filter. Once this is undone, it very easily just screws onto your side of the respirator. There we have it. We do have to look cool after all, even if we're outside in the baking hot sun of our British summer. Wow, this really brings back memories when I used to go into the gas chamber on exercise back in the military. Some of you guys know exactly what I'm talking about with the CS gas tablets. Oh, happy days. And we're not even going to talk about the respirator runs as a beasting punishment. Very happy days indeed. Well, let me tell you this, you wouldn't want to be wearing this for too long outdoors in weather like this, especially doing anything physical. It's not going to be easy, it really is not. But if your life depends on it, you're absolutely going to suck it up and do what you need to do. So yeah, let's have a nice good close-up of this absolutely top of the range respirator. There's probably none others out there that will beat these, okay? They're absolutely awesome. And obviously, how much do you value your life? Do you really want to get one of those cheap second-hand ones, okay? Really be careful about making them decisions. Like we touched on earlier, okay, this is the drinking straw, which fits into the drinking bottle, the water bottle. What I like about this design personally is, think about it like you're wearing thick, strong rubber gloves, okay? Everything needs to be simple. Look at this. That just comes off. And all it is that little hook attachment there. And if you look at the other side, it is just a tiny little hole on there. And it just literally just stretches over, pushes down, and it's on there. Very, very simple. If you need to use this to drink, you've got a little tap there, a little lever. So if you can look inside there, can you see it moving towards the position of the mouthpiece? So you leave it there out the way, you're thirsty, you need a drink, you put it right to the middle, and there you go. Here is that awesome water bottle. This comes with it, which is neat. You don't have to buy it separately. If you open the top and you look inside there, it's all sealed and safe. Furthermore, if you want to look inside, that is the device there, okay? No contaminants are going to get through that, all right? So your water's in there, nice, clean, safe drinking water. That's on there nice and tight. On the side here, you open that up to expose it, all right? Once that's done, and this is open, it's just a case of connecting it into it. That is it. It is in there. It needs to be tight, it needs to be secure. So when you're drinking, you just literally hold the bottle up like that, and you just suck through the drinking straw, which is angled now straight to your mouthpiece. No contaminants will get into your body if you use this system correctly. Once you're done, just remove it, close that back up, close that lid on there, all done, all sealed, and we put this back on the side on the top. Very simple, very straightforward. And obviously we move our mouthpiece out the way, so all done, ready for next time. So on closer inspection then, you get to see the quality of this, right? There is no scrimping whatsoever. And if I'm being honest, the GSR, the General Service Respirator issued to the British Forces, the quality of build compared to this is worlds apart. This is built so much better, so much more high quality. The GSR, in my opinion, does appear to be quite flimsy, and it's quite frightening to know that our troops are wearing these. Made by Scott Health and Safety. This is by Mira, or Mira, based in the US, and they are one of the world leaders. The filters, yes, you absolutely get what you pay for. This will absolutely do the job for extreme cases. We all know what we're talking about now, okay? So this one in particular was manufactured in 2023 in January, and the expiry date is 2043 in February. So the shelf life on these are exceptional. A lot more than lots of the respirator filters out there, which have a shelf life of around 6 years. These, especially sealed like this, will definitely come in handy. And it's the same old. You buy these things now, or you buy them 5 or 10 years time, guess how much these are going to be at that point in time? Lots of people are getting this stuff already. Lots of these respirators have indeed been worn by military personnel all over Europe, especially with crowd control. CS gas, tear gas, call it what you will. These will absolutely shield you from all of that nasty stuff. And let me tell you, once you've ingested or inhaled CS gas, it is not pretty. Some of you guys, military, would know exactly what I'm talking about. And yes, even the biggest, the baddest, the strongest, the bravest will cry like little babies when they get their stuff into their respiratory system. It is definitely not good. You're absolutely protected and safe wearing these as long as you do it correctly. Like I said, all that needs to come off, that needs to go as tight as possible without being uncomfortable, sealed correctly to your face. The respirator canister, filter, needs to go on correctly and tightly, and then you are absolutely good to go. Personally, let's hope we never have to use these. But let me tell you this, I would rather have them for me and my family than not have nothing at all, because you never know. Ask all of those people that were involved and affected by all of those incidences that I read out earlier in this video, okay? How many of them have got long-term serious health problems by inhaling all of that toxic stuff? Look at the wildfires which are going on in Canada, spreading all the way past New York City, okay? It's not just tree smoke. There's all sorts of other stuff mixed up with that smoke, and people are inhaling that. Seriously, seriously bad news, and no one is literally going to come and help. It's down to you. Now you have to decide whether you have to look into something like this. Put it aside. These will last for years, by the way. And if you ever do need it, you're going to be so grateful that you've at least got one. If you haven't got anything like this, just be careful, okay? Really be careful. Furthermore, if you're looking at military respirators, so you're going to go to the surplus store, you're going to get a World War II one, etc. There's a reason why they are surplus. They have been used. They have been used predominantly in training, okay? Now, if you do have one of these respirators, I myself have a few myself, really check over before you buy it, okay? It's always best to go into a physical shop and get it rather than order one online, because you don't know the condition, you don't know if there's any rips, tears, holes, etc. in there. you need to make sure that it's absolutely 100% usable, all right? Filters as well. Now, yes, I am fully aware that there are respirator filters on the market which are wrapped up in silver foil for S10 respirators and all that sort of thing, expired a long time ago. You're only going to find out for truth if they work at the time. It's a big gamble. It really is a big gamble. Will they work? Will they not work? You'll find out soon enough if they don't work. So yes, if you are interested in getting further information about this, there is a link below this video. Yes, they sent this to me for free to review and show you guys what these are all about. Now, this is an American company. Trying to get these in the UK is very difficult, but there is a way, and we've established a system where you can absolutely get these here in the UK. It's better to have it and not need it rather than not have it and need it. I just can't even begin to imagine what it will feel like if something really bad happened where we lived and we didn't have anything like this at all. Like I said, do you really think the police are going to come knocking on your door within seconds and give you all of this stuff for free? No, sir. You're absolutely on your own, and you have to make the decision whether you need to get something like this, put it away for the day. You never know, especially in times like these. Well, that's pretty much it for this very short review. It's just an introduction really, but stay tuned for future videos because we are going to be giving one of these brand new away for free. Yes, so make sure that you're subscribed, you've got your notification bell turned on. You don't want to miss out on that giveaway coming up real soon. Like I said, all of the links that you're going to need to know about this are underneath this video. Also, there is a discount code as well. It's going to save you some money, which is always cool. Right, that's it. One awesome piece of kit. You guys take care. Thanks for watching and stay funky.